Did you get ready in the dark or something? 'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare.
Hey guys, it's me, Mama Sue, and you are at my channel, Flame Goat, Facing Farm. There's a little thunder going on, no rain so far, but I'm really kind of hoping that the electric doesn't go out while we're doing this, so don't be surprised if I have to like stop. Florida, you know, what can I say? Anyway, so we're with the Beauty Ninja today, and our challenge this Friday is a sunset inspired look. I think I might need to touch up my makeup a little bit. I've been wearing my glasses, and glasses and makeup don't generally do well together. But I don't really do the sun, you know, because I want to do more than color. I want to do a sunset, and I have no inspiration for that. I have no, my imagination just doesn't, I don't know. I don't know. So what are we going to do? I have no idea. We might just do a lot of blending. A lot of blending. And it may end up different on each eye because, you know, when you're looking at a sunset, the sky is not like symmetrical. You know, it's all over. So you want to see what it is I come up with? Why, yikes. Hang in there. I'll be right back. Okay, so I think we're going to start with the Glam Light Cake palette. It looks like a cake. Isn't that cute? You should see the box that it comes in. Did I throw away the box? I did not, because it looks just like an easy bake oven. And are you kidding me? Too cute to throw away. We're gonna just go with kind of a I'm gonna go with a yellow. I don't know, kind of a dull yellow here, matte, which I'm gonna use for a transition shade over the entire lid. I have no idea. Okay, guys, we're just gonna put this on because I want to give the shades that I'm going to be applying something to like blend with. Alright, why are we not going in this corner? Because, you know, old lady wrinkles, that's why. Not really looking for a lot of color here, so that's why I was kind of like, okay, a nice, just a sort of a dull matte, because this is really going to be just something to hold a blend, you know, so that when I put the other shades on, they don't just stick where they're at. They will, you know, spread and blend with this shade. So, you know, having a yellow might be not the best idea, but I'm not sure exactly what shade would be the best idea, so we're just going with this. Alright, and wipe that off a little bit. Where's my, there it is. Okay, so I think sunset. I'm thinking the lighter shades would be towards the lashes, towards the setting of the sun, and the darker shades would be higher, which on me is going to look weird, but you know, it is what it is. Another kind of a tiny blending brush, and we're going to go with this purple lilac kind of thing right here, and matte. I know, right? We're just gonna go, this may or may not work with the blending brush, but we'll see. We're gonna go on the part of the lid that is just above. This is not a method that I generally use either, so how this is going to turn out, no idea. No idea. But and I really want to get on this inside area right here. This is actually not a bad shade. It looks, unlike most of them, it looks better on the eye than it does in the pan. That's a kind of the opposite of my general experience. Most of them look better in the pan than they do on the eye. So I'm up with that. So tell me about what's going on where you're at. What's the weather like? We're having like a drought here. I know, thunder. You hear the thunder. It's raining somewhere. Just not here. Oh, wait a minute. By golly, we might be getting some rain. That would be awesome because the sand, the sugar sand in my driveway is practically, I don't know how people get through it with a car. With the scooter, at least if I get bogged down, I can push it, you know. I can guide it out, but with a car, you get buried, you're done. And sometimes they can't even get to you with a tow truck because the tow truck gets bogged down in it too. Like, yes, sugar sand is so nasty. And the thing is, if it's wet, it like clumps and then you can drive right over it. But if it's dry, it just sucks a tire right down into it. The big secret with sugar sand is, for God's sake, don't stop. Don't slow down. Don't stop. Keep on trucking, okay? So what kind of land traps do you have in your area? You know, does it accumulate mud, ice? You know, what's the big road or street, you know, hazard where you're at? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, are you thinking orangey? Okay, there is a matte orange in here. I think I'm gonna mix it though. There's the orange, and then there's this right here, and I think I'm just gonna kind of take a little of the both of them. I don't know. Is this even? I don't know. I don't know. That looks awfully orange. Alright, that looks better. Okay, I'm gonna take this across the upper part of the lid, which is not easy because wrinkles, okay? So it's gonna get in the crease because I have a lot of skin that just moves around and, you know, wrinkles. And I kind of want to blend it a little bit. I actually want to get as much as I can off of that now and do some blending with the yellow. And I'm going to take a little bit more of that yellow just for blending purposes. I'm actually kind of liking how the yellow and the orange are going together. Not bad, not bad. It's a lot of orange. It's a lot of orange. Oh, you know, it is what it is. We'll see if we can make that happen on this side. So, I mean, there's street hazards, I assume, everywhere. You know, you get out in the country, you have the wildlife crossings. That's always fun. If you've never hit a deer, you have no idea. If you've hit a deer, you have a newfound respect. Newfound respect. Deers are fragile, but they're also tough. They're fragile in a tough sort of a way. Like, and you can ask even a hunter, when you shoot a deer, they don't just drop dead, honey. They, their adrenaline kicks up so high that they're practically dead on their feet. Let's go with a little bit more yellow on this one again. So like when you shoot a deer, even if it's a good lethal shot, they will run and you just wait, because if you go chasing them down, they're just going to keep running and you're going to have to, you may or may not ever find them, you know. But if you wait, they'll run a little ways and then they'll lay down and it's all over. Same thing when you hit them with a car, like they'll come through your windshield. You're thinking there is no way that this animal, there's no way that anything can walk away from this, right? And then that deer gets to kicking his way out of your car. Yes, ma'am. Kicking his way out of your car. And then they run off. Now, people that don't know any better think that like, oh, it was fine, it ran off. No, it wasn't. It's dying. It ran off somewhere so that it could be in peace, you know, and not have coyotes and wolves tearing it up before it's actually gone. That's nature, guys. I'm sorry, that's nature. Y'all think that what happens to domestic animals is cruel? Nature is not kind, guys. Nature is not kind. Oh, I am kind of interesting. I think I want to, I don't know. I want to do something, but I don't know what I want to do. I kind of want to take the yellow under the eye, but I think it would look like sickly. So maybe, I think I'm going to mix. I was going to use this brush, but I don't think I'm going to need to. I need something like maybe this brush. It's a little, you know, kind of, but it's very narrow on side. And we're going to go underneath. I'm going to mix that orange with that brown again. Actually, I'm going to use the brown. And just go under the eye. Under the eye. You know, I stopped doing makeup under my eye for a long time because my under eye went through some serious changes. And it was like every day the wrinkles were different and more severe. Like every day. And I couldn't deal with it. Is that going to happen again? Probably. You know what? That's not bad. I was going to put a little orange, like blend some of the orange in with that, but I'm kind of liking just that brown. Ooh, And if you know what that is, if you know where that sound came from, we can be friends. Yes, it is from a movie. Yes, it is a weird movie. But that's alright. Okay, now, this is all mattes, and I'm sorry, I know it's a sunset, but I gotta have some kind of shimmery going on. What do y'all think? The thing is, I want the shimmery, but I don't want it like, so I am gonna go back with a blender, which a blender is not going to put it on quite as opaque. And you know, if I start with the blender and I end up I need something else later on, that's okay. I just want to kind of lightly lay this on the orange. It's right under the crease. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not bad, not bad. Not sure that this is a method that I would use again, but I'm hoping for the sunset look it'll be all right. Okay, now I'm gonna freak you all out. Are you kidding me? I thought this palette had everything. Well, I thought it had everything, but it does not. I need a pink shimmer. Now I have lots of palettes here, and y'all know I'm a pink girl, so so you would think it would not be so difficult to find a pink shimmer. Ooh, yes. It kind of looks peachy, but that's okay. We're gonna go with this one. This is the it's a Ensley Rain Flourish. Flourish. Ensley Rain has spoken against child molesters and is pro death sentence for child molesters, which some we're gonna use this one. I know. But, you know, some political, I don't want to say political parties, because that's not really what I mean, but some political stances don't appreciate the death sentence, even if it's for, what do you call them? Phil, oh God, this getting old thing is killing me. Freaking child molesters, people that do crazy, stupid things to chitlets. Okay, I'm sorry, but even if it's like mental health that gives you this issue that you desire babies, when I say babies, I mean like, you know, babies, infant to teenager. Even a teenager is a baby, but infant to teenager is like, you're sick, okay? And I do not believe that that is a sickness that can be cured. I'm putting this right on that purple. I do not believe that that is a sickness that can be cured. I do not believe that putting you in a prison to live a frustrated life is fair. I really think that in most instances, putting you out of your misery and everyone else's, guys, I'm really liking that. Okay, now I need some like highlighty. Really? I need some highlighty thing. There's nothing in here. Was there a highlighty thing in the other one? Kind of. That is sort of sunsetish. It's a little southwestern sunset, but yeah, no, there's no highlighter shade in there either. Lord have mercy, are you kidding me? What do we got here? We got the Alien palette. No. Let's see about using this one. It might come out with a green shift. No, that looks perfectly fine. This is why I have a zillion palettes. Okay, not a zillion. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 palettes that live here on the desk. Alright. And we're going to use this little itty bitty here. Ooh, I don't know. I kind of like this one too. It's not quite white, but let me get this back out. But I mean, we're not going for bright, we're going for sunset, right? Oh yeah, that's the one. I'm going with that one. The alien palette to the rescue. To the rescue! This is the stupidest little mirror. It was in a beautiful case when I purchased it at Walmart, like, I don't know, 100 years ago or so. There you go. Right on that inside, just dot. Oh, baby! Just a little highlighty. Just a little dot. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, you know what? Oh, let's use that one for a under the brow highlighter as well. Where's, yeah, this little blender brush here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pedophile. God, I like. How did it take me that long to come up with that word, right? Child molesters. But yeah, I'm sorry. Now, I'm not saying that, like, someone who gets seduced by a teenager, even though you know they're too freaking young for you, they may not deserve to die. Maybe. I don't know. If you're the parents of the teenager, then yeah, they probably different opinion there. But anybody that goes after like a baby, 12 years old or younger, you know, infant to 12, that ain't no accident, okay? That ain't no accident. You put your thing inside of a baby, you should have that thing cut off. And if it's mental health, then you should just be put to sleep humanely. You know, you need to go explain that to God. And God will forgive you. We might not forgive you, but God will forgive you, you know, but because you can't help if you're mentally ill. I understand that, but that doesn't give you, holy crap. That doesn't mean we're going to let you just run around with our chitlets, you know. Yeah, no. And I'm not, anybody will tell you, I don't ooh and ah over children. I'm just not that. I'm not very matronly, but that doesn't mean that if you are messing with a baby in my vicinity, you are not in danger, because you are. I will mess up your day, okay? That's just me, okay? Do we need to do something maybe a little bigger, right? God, y'all know how I am with I love the shiny stuff. I just love the shiny stuff. All right, that's, I'm gonna go do, eyeliner, mascara. They came out with a new one of these, and I highly recommend. This is the original. I love this. This is one of the Jeffree Star palettes that I will never part with, even if I never wear makeup again. It's a pink alien head. That alone is worth keeping, okay? Yeah. So I'm going to be right back with the finished look. Hang out. sorry this one took a little while. So, sunset? What do you think? I do like the look. I don't know if it's sunset, but let me know what you think. Please comment below. And until the next time, I hope you wake up dancing. Wake up dancing. Ba-bum-bum. Wake up dancing. Every single day. Bye-bye. And God bless you.